This is truth. I just won a brand new MacBook Pro, and I want to tell you that story, and I want to tell you how you can attract anything in your life because it's fascinating. I honestly didn't think it would happen like this rapidly in this sort of way. But I put together a bunch of things that I was attracting in my life. A MacBook Pro was one of them, and I'm making this program, this whole entire course called Mind Immersion. Mind Immersion is a 10-week program that I work with you for 10 weeks. First week, find your mind, relax your mind, erase your mind, reprogram your mind, expand the mind, focus your mind, align your mind, advance your mind, think your mind, celebrate your mind. So I couldn't have made this if I wanted to, and I don't like to make things up anyhow. I'm not into the whole hypes things. I just believe in what I do, and I'm going to show you proof so you realize that I'm not just making it up. But I know most of you are already on Snapchat, so you saw my Snapchat today. But I'm going to tell you the whole story, and this is exactly how it went. So I want you to buckle up because this is going to be hilarious as I kind of show and break this down to you exactly what happened. It began on Friday morning, just 2 days ago. Now, cool, I got my proof right here. Again, a reminder, I send you this attraction puzzle PDF. You got to do is share this. That's it. There's no anything else. Just simply share this, and I will send you this PDF. Now, you want this because this is part of our $1,000 program that's at 10 weeks. It's not just a 10-day where I work with you and a group of people work with you like Tai Lopez. A group of people work with you for 10 weeks to help you find your mind, relax your mind, erase your mind, reprogram your mind, expand your mind, focus your mind, align your mind, advance your mind, think your mind, celebrate your mind, so you can have anything that you want. And this attraction puzzle is one of the days during that 10 weeks, and I just want to send this to you that I do. So it's really simple. So you ready for this? Here we go. On Friday morning, now this is going to be just absolutely a fun little story, but this is how it all began on Friday morning. Let's see here. I got to pull this one up. Hold on, hold tight. All right, so Friday morning, right? I wake up and I'm going through Snapchat and I see my friend, if you could too, just if you could during this, I want you to realize thank you to so many people who were part of this, because Tai Lopez could have picked anybody, his production team, Fetty Wap, everyone who had a part in this, Paul Munson and Ariel Late and a lot of other people. But every single thing that I mentioned here is an important piece of the puzzle. First of all, on Friday morning, I'm already like kind of in the zone, and my computer starts going crazy where it's like playing its own music and it's like typing, and I'm not even doing it. I'm like, what's up with my computer? And I just had this battery just redone. I bought a new battery, and I'm like, you know how Macs are. It's like a BMW. If something breaks, you might as well just get a brand new computer. I've had this for a long time and I work on it diligently. And Friday morning is going, and I'm a little frustrated with it because I'm trying to write a book. And imagine writing a book where you're like typing away, you're in the zone, and then, the computer starts acting up and doing its own thing, and you disconnect from your thought. Well, for me, it's different because I'm all about source, spirit, connection, drive. Boom. I can execute something when I get the idea. It's not like, it's just weird. So anyhow, I'm on Snapchat, right? And I just pull up my friend Ariel Late, and I'm listening to what she said, her Snapchat story, and they're all doing these different things. And then she's in the car with all of her friends, and they're jamming and they're playing this song. And I send her a message. I say, hey, what is that song? And she said, it's Fetty Wap. I'm like, Fetty Wap, what is that? Like, I'm like, way out of it. So this is the song. This is the song. This is the zone I was in. Who heard this song before? Now, I didn't know who Fetty Wap was, but I heard this song. So this song's going. Fetty Wap. Now, at that point, I was like, I don't know who Fetty Wap is, but I like this song. Come on, dance to Fetty Wap. Just jam it out. So I'm like jamming out Friday morning, like, forget this computer, Fetty Wap. Has anyone ever had these? I'm gonna try this out. So I'm like, all right, Fetty Wap, you know, like, that's cool and all. And I listened to it a couple times, and then, you know, I go on with my day. And I remember later in the gym, I listened to it again, and I'm like, you know, it's just a different song for me, something different to get pumped up on. So, you know, we go through the whole story. Friday night, I tell you the whole story about going out Friday night, and then, you know, meeting Betty Boo and all that stuff. And then Saturday morning, we're here, and I'm like feeling pretty good on Saturday, right? And the same thing happens. I get on my computer and I'm trying to write a book called Alive. And I'm writing this book and I'm getting in the zone, and it happens again. My computer just starts playing music. I'm like, I didn't even touch any music. And then it starts like typing words of its own, and it starts erasing words that I already typed. What's up, Tanya? What's up, Dennis? Virgil? How's everyone doing? I'm telling this story about how I won this MacBook Pro from Fetty Wap and Tai Lopez. So I'm like, you know, this computer is annoying me. That's how I'm feeling. I'm a little frustrated because I'm trying to focus and get something done. Now, keep in mind, I'm building a program called Mind Immersion. It's a 10-week program. As I just showed you, find your mind, relax your mind, reprogram your mind. It's all right here. This 10-week program. And And one of the many things that I've wrote on there that I'm attracting are a brand new MacBook Pro, right? And I'm doing all this different processes to bring these different things into my life. And I'm talking anything. I'm talking anything from a MacBook Pro to a brand new car to a new house to a wife. Everything that you can imagine, I have in this attraction process that I'm working on getting towards me. So it wasn't just one MacBook Pro, and I didn't say, oh, Tai Lopez will give me the MacBook Pro. But what happened is, I'm watching his Snapchat, and I've been telling you guys, get on Snapchat because I like to follow a couple key people and see exactly what they're doing to connect and help others. Tai Lopez has a unique style that he's always giving away like iPhones and iPads, and then like once a month, you know, maybe a couple times a year, he gives away a car. Now, I'm going to win that car they're going to give away. I already won the MacBook Pro, and it's not because I'm like, you know, had some special connection. It's because I use this attraction puzzle, and I believe that this attraction puzzle is exactly what I did. That's all I did. So, anyhow, I'm looking at his Snapchat, and he's in Norway. He's at a house party in Norway, and Tai Lopez is having a blast. If you haven't seen him, just watch him. You might not like his stuff because you might get a little bitter or, you know, jealous of what he's doing, but you probably will love it if you realize what he's done is he's figured out what he wanted, how he wants to live his life. And then he's basically made this video movie production of it by helping other people and has been able to live this incredible life. So anyhow, on Saturday, he's in Norway at this house party, and he looks like he's having a blast. He goes inside, and it's about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and he makes a Snapchat, and he says, hey, you know what? Fetty Wap just put a post on his Instagram and basically was, you know, giving me, you know, props or whatever. And so I'm feeling, this is Tai Lopez. He's like, I'm feeling really good. You know, I'm super blessed and fortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay it forward. I'm going to give somebody a MacBook Pro. I'm like, Fetty Wap? That's that dude Fetty Wap, you know? Like, so it kind of like triggers for a second. Now, I remember all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that I heard the name Fetty Wap about a week ago when he was at Tai Lopez's house, and Tai Lopez was talking about how this guy had basically overcome all these struggles in life, and he was a super humble, down-to-earth, calm guy, and he was giving him a lot of respect. So anyhow, I'm like, well, what is this, you know, post? So I go, and I'm like, I'll go to Instagram and take a look on this. So I go on Instagram, And here he is, Fetty Wap and Tai Lopez, 39,000, 1,900 comments on there. So Tai Lopez, all he says is you need to post a comment and tag 3 people on it. Now, I haven't been on Instagram but 2 or 3 times in the last 2 or 3 months. I've never, not once, have I ever tried to win anything that Tai Lopez did. He gives away a phone or some sort of iPad like every week. I've never submitted, but I've always watched, and I think it's a cool way that he does marketing, because what he does, instead of paying a huge, a bunch of people like affiliates, let's say, he gives away stuff to get more exposure, to get more people in his presence. So he goes, comment on Fetty Wap's thing, and I'm like, okay, I might as well do this. So I sit down and I make my little comment, right? And I go and I push post, and it just, the circle goes, and then it like disappears, and I'm like, where did it go? So I'm like, it didn't post. And then I said, I don't have time for this. Literally, I said, I don't have time for this. I got other stuff to do. And I start getting back to my other stuff. So then all of a sudden, I like feel this guide on the inside. Now, I just feel it, right? My intuition, you could call it anything you want. Source, the Holy Spirit, my intuition, whatever you want to call it. I felt it on the inside, and this is what I felt. This is what I began to sense. Post it again, and then this time say what you really meant to say. And it was like, what? Kind of like, I don't have time for this. No, post it again. And I'm talking about your intuition, your spirit, what guides you on the inside, that every once in a while you can feel it or understand it or know what's happening. And that's what happened. And I said, post it again, take your time, and say what you want to say. So I did it. And I posted it, and then, I kind of went back to my day, and I started to go. And then, okay, so 2 days go by, and I went back on his Snapchat, and I didn't announce any winner or anything. I kind of forgot about it at that point, and I had let it go. On Monday morning, I said, I wonder if he announced the winner of that laptop, because I know that I won that laptop. And I was like pretending. I was in this playful state of mind. You know what? I'm just going to win this laptop. Now, keep in mind, I've never once submitted anything to his contest. There's 1,900 comments, so it's not like there's just 5 or 10. Well, another day goes by, and then this morning, I get a phone call from my brother Paul. And it's interesting, every once in a while I get calls from Paul, and they're kind of, out of the norm, what we usually talk about. And he said, hey, I think that you won a MacBook Pro from Tai Lopez. And I'm just like, yeah, I think I did. It was just like, almost felt like I had already won it. And so I'm like, of course, I'm humbled. I'm very grateful. I'm in shock. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I'm like, for real? So he goes, go watch it. So I go to his Instagram or his Snapchat, and I watch it. And he's still in Norway. And he goes, the winner will be announced on the next slide. And boom, it says, Munson Show. Like, what? I won the laptop. And then it just kind of hit me. It me that all I did was use this attraction puzzle, these exact steps, the same thing I've been doing while I'm building this, the mind immersion. I'm basically going through this 10-week program, and while I'm doing that, I won. And you can see right here, there's Tai Lopez and Fetty. Fetty Wap is, he's got 4 million followers right here on his Instagram. And I'm going to pull up where it says, here it is. Oh, sorry, you're looking at me. Here it is. So, the winner of the MacBook Pro and car entry winner. To claim your prize, send me a photo. And I'm like, whoa, I won. So this is my Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat if you like. I would love to follow you as well. But I want to show you what I wrote, because this is where the biggest kicker of all of this is. I commented, and I did some little wussy, just like this comment, like I did not care. And my comment, the first one said, hey, I want to win the laptop or whatever, and I tagged my 3 people. Well, guess what? that one didn't work. And what I almost did was just walk away and say, forget this, this isn't for me. Does this make any sense in your life? Not about this laptop, because what I'm going to show you next is exactly what I've done in the past month while making a product called Mind Immersion that I believe what I did you could do and apply to any area of your life. Now, I'm going to start doing the exact same process for the car. They're going to give away a car in a month or so. Why should I not focus on winning the car? And somebody goes, what are you, that greedy? And I said, well, am I that greedy? Well, hey, think about it like this. If out there in the world there's this abundance of unlimited resources for each one of us, and then we're all designed and created to receive, but what we do is block. I'm going to a place to allow, because I'm going to allow those things into my life. I'm allowing more wealth into my life. I'm allowing better relationships in my life. I'm allowing more prosperity into my life. I'm just allowing. I'm in a state of allowing. So I'm going to allow the car, and I'm going to ask you to do a favor. It's to help me win that car, and just write Munson Show car on a piece of paper, write it in this chat, write Tai Lopez, whatever you want to do. Help me win that car and attract that car into my life. Draw a little picture tonight, just a little car. Maybe you could draw a little car and it just says Munson Show. Whatever you want to do, just help me attract that car into my life, because I believe this process is what we have, all of us, that we have the ability to do to attract anything in our life. Now, what I wrote the second time was a lot different than what I wrote the first time. And I think what I wrote the second time was the absolute reason that I won. Because they must have read what I wrote. It wasn't like it was just some random comment, because I went back today and I see all these different comments, and they're all like what I wrote the first time. Hey, I want to win, thanks a lot. So I wrote something. Let me show you what I wrote. And then if you share this, I'm going to send you this PDF. The reason you have to share it, it's the easiest way to send it to you. So if you share this within the next day, tonight or whatever, I'll send you this attraction puzzle. This is part of our 10-week program, and it's called Mind Immersion. Find the mind, relax the mind, erase the mind, reprogram the mind. Now, right here is what I wrote. Help me help others. I'm a dyslexic ex-drug addict that overcame countless tragedies, 16 years of addiction, and a decade of poverty. Tai Lopez is the person who inspired me to read, and it changed my life. I love your epic story, Fetty Wap. You guys are legends. I use my laptop to grow my business, Heal, which is an e-learning program developed to help people grow in health, wealth, love, and happiness, overcoming the struggles of our lives. I have used the same MacBook since 2012, and it's acting up on me. This would be an answer to a big prayer. Boom, it came real. Just like that, it just happened. I'm not the guy who, I'm not saying, I don't think this was anything to do with luck. None. If it was luck, I mean, whatever. You can call it whatever you want. I hope it was luck on some level, but I think it was simply an attraction process. It combined with, what did I always say? That prayer is the miracle behind hard work. This is circled in my prayers, but this is part of the attraction process. And the attraction process, let me show you quick, and we're going to go through these 5 things, and I'm going to send this out to you and let you roll. The attraction process. Attraction always outweighs purchasing. It's the idea that what you desire will come into your life effortlessly, instantaneously, and continuously. You are an abundant creator, and this is the puzzle to your hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires. Priming. Step 1. It's setting up your mind. Priming is setting up your mind to remember results that you are seeking to create. The positive priming is critical to attraction. See, what you have to do is prime your mind. And let me give you an example. When you hear the word yellow, immediately you see a banana, right? It's like one of the first things that happen in your mind because it's priming. Your mind is primed that when you hear yellow, for example, that banana might be the first thing that you think about. What you need is to have a priming mind for positive things in your life. That's the reason that watching TV is so dangerous, or listening to things or reading stuff that's negative, or having conversations with people giving into negativity, because you prime your mind for disaster, for chaos, for things not working out, for not having the ability. You need to prime your mind to have exactly what you want. That's step one. I'm not going to go super deep into all these. I'm putting them all in a 10-week immersion program. The second one is pivoting. The very moment that you have doubt come into your town, come into your life, come into the ring, then you send vision, creativity, hope, and faith in to knock out that doubt. The very moment that your mind says you won't have, you won't be able to. You're never going to get that laptop, Stephen. You're never going to get the car that you want. You're never going to get married. You're never going to have kids. The moment that happens, you know what I do? I send in hope. I send in faith. I send in creativity. I send all those things in to literally knock doubt out. Knock doubt out of the ring. So first, my mind is already primed with positive feelings that I'm attracting, this is happening, I'm seeing the laptop, I'm having the laptop, I'm already riding in the car. I don't care what kind of car it is, I'm riding in the car. I hope that by the time the car shows up, I have so much money that I can gift the car to somebody else. That's what the power of attraction is. The more that you can attract in your life, the more that you can contribute and give away. If you want me to send this to you, I will. All you got to do is share this. And right below, if you've shared it, so I know, just say, yes, I've shared this. The next one is positioning. See, positioning is the work. Getting into the right environment. Being with the right people. Using the will to produce the results. So what I'm saying is, you have to produce. You have to be in the position. See, if I wasn't on, Snapchat because I didn't want to be on Snapchat 6 months ago, I was like, I did not want to be on Snapchat 6 months ago. I was like, I'm not getting on Snapchat. That's some stupid thing for kids. That's what I thought. But then people started to tell me, well, there's some actually good stuff on there, and it's better than what you think, and you should check it out. I remember Vince and April and Brian Collette, and they're like, get on there and check it out. You're going to love it. So I get on there, and I start learning from people, and I see this guy, Tai Lopez, or you can talk about Ariel and playing the song, or Paul and letting me know, and we're on Snapchat, and we're just on there, right? And I'm not like looking on Snapchat to win a prize. I'm not looking to win the laptop. I already set my mind up for the laptop, for the car, for the wife, anything, a whole gamut of things that I set up, I was going to attract into my life. And what I mean by attracting isn't that I'm saying maybe it's the money that you're attracting, but if you get really specific on the things that you want, somebody might just give it to you. Or you might all of a sudden have as much money as you want to buy anything that you want. So thank you, Michael, for letting me know that you shared it, and Tanya that you shared it, and anybody else, Mel that you shared it, and Cindy that you shared it. Positioning is the work. It's being in the right place at the right time. It's getting in the circle of influence. I was on Snapchat. I was connected with this guy who was creating this new opportunity that, maybe you're resistant like I was to Snapchat because, I'm in my mid-30s and it's only for little kids, but that's changing. I think that you should get on Snapchat and see what you can learn from other marketers. If you're here right now, maybe you can just get a positive boost, or you can learn a new way to create a following in your life. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to send you guys this PDF, and I appreciate you participating because it makes it easier. But this is what the key was to number 3, positioning. I sent a half donkey's butt. I'm not allowed to cuss. It's a rule that I have. I try to never run out of good words and lean on a cuss word. So donkey's butt, aka, what I did was I was sending a half donkey butt remark instead of the one that I really wanted to send. And the one I sent was catchy. Help me help others. The ex-drug addict who's, using his laptop to build a business. Because then somebody must have read through it and said, this is the person that we'll give the laptop to. right? Because I position myself in the right place to win. It's all about receiving. I'm not giving you a message to win the lotto. I'm a huge, big advocate on hard work. But what I always keep saying is prayer is the miracle behind that hard work, because I've always been used to working 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week. I've done that since I was 20 years old. It was no thing to me because I get total immersion mode. I lock my eyes on something and I accomplish it. The next one is playing. And you got to have fun. You have to play. You have to keep having fun, make fun, find fun, create fun, follow fun, dance, laugh, sing, get in groups of people that are having a good time. It's like constantly laughing, playing. Be a kid. Once you go into kid mode, happiness, you start to attract. One of my favorite sayings of all times is that you don't earn abundance. You allow it. We think that we have to earn our way to the top. We think that we have to earn our respect from others. We think that we have to earn major accomplishments. We think we have to earn millions of dollars. I'm in a different place right now where I already did the whole, I gotta earn, I gotta work my tail off so hard that I will receive. And all I focused on was how hard I could work, how much I could put effort towards earning, and I always seemed to end up short because I wasn't priming my mind. I wasn't attracting what I wanted into my life. I wasn't open and allowing it. One of the cool ways that I allow health into my life is by eating healthy food, drinking pure, clean water. So when I'm doing that, it's basically me just saying that I am a healthy being. I deserve healthy, nutrient-rich, organic, tasty foods. I deserve a clean source of water because I'm a healthy being with vitality, with strength, with energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm priming my mind to be healthy, stronger, to sleep well. And if you go through this of priming, of pivoting, of positioning, you got to be playful. You can't just have serious heart attack mode all the time. Have fun. What have you done lately that was fun, kid fun? And I'll give you a story what I did just last night to have fun. And maybe you guys can tell me what you did to have fun. Thank you for commenting Munson's show with the car. You might think this is silly. Why would we help this guy win a car? Or you might be like, you know what? I'm going to help him win this car because I'm going to go back to this chat this day and say, how many different people were part of this puzzle that helped me win this car? It might be a red car, a blue car, or a yellow car. I don't know, but we're always in serious heart attack mode because we're parents. We got jobs. We got responsibilities. Life is serious. Business is serious. Money is serious. But we're forgetting, we're blocking the abundance in our life. What I did last night is, I wish I had it here, but I got this thing called bear butt. Bear butt. I got a bear butt on the internet. And what happened is, and I don't know why they named it bear butt, but it's these cool hammocks that you should check out their website. I'm actually talking to the owner of the company because I'm getting kind of serious about these hammocks. I'm like, I love these hammocks. Maybe one day we'll do some sort of thing and we'll have hammocks that will help people get, but we're not going to get too far on that. But I get this bear butt hammock and I go out to the park, right? And I lay up this hammock and I lay it up to the trees. I'm like, this is so easy and fun, and I'm just there like a kid. And what I'm seeing is the other kids are in the park and they got Pokemon Go and people are jumping in the water. I'm like, dude, you just got to be a kid again. You just got to be a kid. So I put on the most playful music I could come up with. I do a handstand on the tree and I'm standing there and I lay underneath the tree and I look up and I just start laughing and giggling and having fun and like being just a kid again, not being serious, not worrying about all the deadlines that I got, all the bills that I have, all the responsibilities that I've got. What have you done lately to be a kid again? Seriously, what have you done to be a kid again? I went out to the park, I jumped into the lake, I put up my hammock, I did a headstand on the tree, and I looked up and I'm like, I'm just being a kid again. And I want you to be a kid again because that's one of the most important parts about allowing abundance into your life. Now, the last one, step 5, is to pretend. Now, I don't like the whole fake it till you make it thing. I don't know if fake it till you make it means the same thing as pretending, but I want to say what pretending means in this sort of context, that you need to claim your prize early. Don't wait to win to be the winner. What you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hands. Think about that. What you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hands. Isn't that fascinating? Whatever that you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hands. See, I already had won the laptop. I was laughing about it. On Sunday, a day after, I'm like, I wonder why he hasn't announced that I won the laptop yet. I wonder why he hasn't announced that I won the laptop yet. I was already pretending winning the laptop. If it's more money that you want, today pretend that you have it. Write down a check to yourself. Go and spend the money in your mind. Go and contribute and build something. If it's a bigger business that you want, I want you to create it now. I was talking to Lane about something really cool about attraction, and it has like all of these elements in one. I said, why don't you write down the exact ideal person that you would want in your business, Lane? Exactly, to the T. You know what he does? He calls me within 48 hours and he said, hey, I want you to jump on the phone with a gentleman. And I won't say his name, but I'll keep it private right now. But I got on the phone with the guy and I didn't know too much about him. Within 10 minutes of a phone call, I said immediately, that is exactly the person that he was seeking to attract. Because we wanted someone who believed in what we believed in, who was like-minded, who had that vision of health and helping people and prosperity and abundance and all these things that were similar. And all of a sudden that person was there. He attracted that person into his life. These are the 5 steps that you can apply to your life no matter what they are, and you can begin to attract what you want. So before we finish, I want to make sure that we're crystal clear. What is it? What is your laptop that Tai Lopez and Fetty Wap are going to give you? And I'm going to give you 1 minute. I want you to write it below so you can proclaim it to the universe. Because when I was doing this, and I'm making this 10-week mind immersion program, I wrote down a laptop. I wrote down a car, and now I've already won a laptop, and I get a chance to win a car. I wrote down a lot of different things, a house, you know, these different trips, building an education and fitness and health education facility for underprivileged children. So there's a lot of things that I wrote down, right? But one of those is already done, and I haven't even finished the process. That's how fast it can happen. So while I play this song, I want you to write down what it is, what's your laptop, what's your car that you're attracting right now. I'm going to let you hear a little bit more Fetty Wap, and then we got to go. I got to go. What's your thing? What's your thing below? Fetty Wap made it possible. There you go, Rebecca. Karen, get really specific. Really specific. How exactly do you want to help people? Audi Q7. That's specific. Mel, get really specific. Okay, so 2 of you, and this is great. Audi Q7, that's as specific as it can get. And then we got a MacBook Pro and a Lexus 250, Rebecca and Tracy. Those are very specific. So Mel, if you, instead of finances, write down exactly what it is that you want, that you're going to begin to attract today. So finances and romance. Say, I want to rekindle the flame. I'm going to get married. I want $10,000 a month. Exactly what it is that you want. See, I didn't write down that I wanted an iPad. I didn't write down that I wanted an, because normally he gives away iPads and phones. I don't want a phone and I don't want an iPad. You know what I want? I want a brand new MacBook Pro. That's what I wrote down. What do you think I got? A brand new MacBook Pro. Now I don't have it in my hand yet. I want it this morning. I'll show you to you next week or whenever it gets in so you can confirm for all the skeptics. They're like, yeah, right, you're never going to get the laptop. When I get it, I'll show you. But if you could, write down exactly what you want in this comment below. We're going to finish this song and we're going to go. But if you don't write it down, how are you going to be able to win it? That's my question. And it's kind of like, and we'll do another topic on this. Some guys, I know most of the men who watch this don't comment because it's like too cool to comment, and I get it. You don't have to comment very often. If you could just this time, write down just what it is that you're going to attract from this session. So I can send you this PDF, the attraction puzzle, and I want you just to play around with it, and I want you to begin to attract into your life exactly what it is that you proclaim here today. So if it's an Audi Q7, if it's romance, get very specific. I like that. Michael Lynch, I want to open my restaurant next month, and I want everything my ex-wife took from me. Well, I didn't read it all. I won't get too deep in it. I'm very sorry to hear that, Michael, but thank you. Thank you for sharing. And that restaurant's going to be open. What is the name of the restaurant? That's good. I'm glad that you shared. Anyone, write down exactly what it is. I don't know why I have a lime in my hand, but I got a lime all of a sudden. Exactly what you want. And I'm going to send you this attraction puzzle for anybody who shared this. So let's finish up. Fetty Wap, he's got 4 million followers, and he's, busting out all these songs. And I just kind of got in that circle. I want the title of being a felon to stop holding me back from getting a job. I like that, Rebecca. The pita place. Man, I would love a pita right now, Michael. Man, that sounds good. Open an organization to help single moms. Thank you, Karen. That's awesome. An overabundance of clients. Thank you, Cindy. All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Thank you, Fetty Wap. Thank you, Fetty Wap. Tai Lopez, thank you. I know you're gonna see this, Tai Lopez. Thank you, my brother. And you know what? This is it. I'm gonna finish with this. I'm gonna tell you what I want. I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna get an interview with Tai Lopez with the new MacBook Pro after I win the car. I'll drive over to California to get it. All right? That's what I'm focused on. That's my attraction. I'm gonna add that to my list. I'm gonna get an interview with Tai Lopez on the brand new MacBook Pro while I'm riding the car. That's it. That's the attraction. You can have anything that you put your mind to, that your thoughts get directed into things in your life. Get yourself in the right group. I'm going to send you this attraction puzzle. Hey, have a good day. Bless up. Appreciate you being here. Look forward to the mind immersion coming out. Does anybody feel like that a 10-week mind immersion program? Actually, we'll do this too. If you write mind immersion discount or 20% discount, when we come out with a mind immersion, and this is only for this one, you gotta write it in the comments below. If you want the 20% discount on the mind immersion product, that when we bring it out, I don't know, it'll be 2 weeks or a month or however long it is. It's 10 weeks long that I work with you to reprogram your mind, have exactly what you want in your life. If you want a 20% discount on that, just write it in the comments below. You got nothing to lose because you're not actually pulling out your credit card in case you don't have the money today. Don't worry about it. But write mind immersion discount. And you're grandfathered into that discount if you do that now, right now, today, because then we're going to reference back to this and make sure that you actually did that today. Because when it comes out, we're going to release it. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to want it. We're only going to let a certain amount of people take it at the beginning so they can go through it, because it's an intensive immersion program where we work with you week in and week out to begin to attract awesome things in your life. Now, you could just say that this was just a fluke, that I just won the laptop, just got lucky, or whatever it is. But when those other things start stacking on and more things happen, then it will come abundantly aware to you that you can have anything that you want in your life by putting your mind to it. Before I moved to Hawaii, a year before, I wrote down on a big, huge whiteboard and I drew the whole islands of Hawaii. Never once did I say I wanted to move to Hawaii. I never talked about moving to Hawaii, but I went back and I looked at the photos from a year before that, and I had written on a whiteboard my 30, 60, and 90-day plan. It was like 30 days, I was going to make $10,000. 60-day plan, I was going to make $30,000, and then 90-day plan, I was going to be in Hawaii. Sure enough, I ended up living in Hawaii for 3 years. It's because the mind will go, the body will go, the results will come from what the mind is planting. Your mind is a field. You need to plant into it abundance and allow that harvest into your life. Thanks for putting the mind immersion down there. We'll make sure that we reference back to this. And if you shared this, I'm going to send you the attraction puzzle. Give me a few hours to send it to you. I'm going to make sure that I get each one of you a copy of it. If you don't receive it by tomorrow's live at 5, just reach out and say, hey, I didn't get the attraction puzzle yet, and I'll make sure that you get it. But hey, look, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting, especially, and nothing against the women. I'm so stoked that, Leanne, Karen, Cindy, Mel, that they're all there. But Michael and others who came out and commented, the guys, for some reason there's a little dude resistant and we don't want to comment because, whatever, I get it. But Michael, thank you for sharing, brother. I appreciate you jumping in and sharing and doing what you did. And everyone, I can't wait to get this MacBook Pro to show you, and then the car, the follow, and the interview with Tai Lopez. I'm fired up about that. But more importantly, I'm pumped about what you're creating in your life. Whether it's the pita store, the pita pit, whether it's the Q7, the new car, the abundant amount of clients, to build up the trauma center for, people, to build up the homes for mothers, whatever it is that you put out here today, that's going to begin to become yours now. And I'm going to send you this attraction puzzle to make that happen. Aloha, have a good night. The best is yet to come.